Senator.
Good morning, Margaret.
In recent days, the Harris campaign has said they have seen favorable movement towards them with Latinos and with undecided voters, particularly following that New York rally we referenced there with the insult comment making remarks about Puerto Rico. You've been focused on outreach to Hispanic voters for the Trump campaign. Are you concerned that this unforced error hurt outreach?
Well, there was no unforced error. I mean, a comedian made a joke and it was tasteless, but it wasn't Trump that said it. It wasn't, this guy's not going to be in his cabinet. I mean, this comedian's not going to be a member of his government. He's certainly not running for anything. It was a comedian who tells tasteless jokes all the time. I encourage everyone to, well, I guess watch segments of the Tom Brady roast and you'll see the kind of jokes he tells. He's an insult comic. Look, there's no
at
new
a Trump
outreach
rally.
to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He spoke 2 hours before Trump. Well, again, I think what's more relevant, if you want to say, okay, so if it had to be done in hindsight, the guy probably doesn't get invited, okay? Especially with a joke like that. But I think more relevant is the fact that the sitting president of the United States said out loud what most people in the Democratic Party and hierarchy believe, and that is that anyone who votes for Donald Trump is garbage, is a racist, is a hater, is a Nazi, as the vice president candidate of theirs has accused anyone who attended the Madison Square Garden rally. MSNBC was running images of Nazi rallies from Germany side by side with images from Madison Square Garden a week ago. So there, you asked me, why are they so confident? If you're so confident about victory, the way that the Harris people say they are, then why would you be out there attacking, not Donald Trump, attacking anyone who's thinking about voting for him by labeling them as, if you vote for Donald Trump, you're this evil, horrible human being? That doesn't seem to me like the actions of a confident campaign. It seems to me like the actions of a scared one.
Well, I was speaking specifically about that outreach that you've been doing to Hispanic voters. It sounds like you think this is a negligible, but let me ask you about women voters. You share the former governor's concerns that this is a vulnerability.
Well, first of all, I want to point out, and no one talks about this, Kamala Harris is a bigger problem among men than Donald Trump does among women. Are there women that are going to vote for Kamala Harris? Of course. Are there women that don't like Donald Trump? Of course. Are there women that are going to support Donald Trump? Yes, there are, a lot of them. And I think you'll see that bear out on Election Day. Ultimately, the bottom line is that what this election is going to be about, when people go vote, they're going to be voting on 3 things that are critical to them. How much does it cost to live in this country, and can you afford the things that people work hard to be able to afford? Because over the last 4 years, they have not. Do you feel safe and secure? And the answer is no. People do not feel safe and secure when you have dangerous criminal elements entering this country across the open border that Kamala Harris allowed. And number 3 is, how close is this country to being dragged into some sort of global conflict? We now have troops from North Korea side by side with Russians on the ground in Ukraine. We're edging closer every single month to some broader global conflict that could involve the United States. And guess who's going to have to go fight in those wars? The sons and the daughters and the children of the people who are going to decide this election, and that includes over half the country, which is women voters. That's what's going to be on people's mind, and that's what should be on their mind, because that's what's at stake in this election.
Well, in terms of safety and security,